live? Let me check real quick. Oh, all right. It looks like we're live. Let's go. All right, we're here. GM, happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday to my One Step at a Time family in or on YouTube, to my Cherry Chimp Chronicle family on X. It's Tuesday, and that means we're chimping on the Tuesday. I'm gonna take you down through my morning routine. Just finished dropping off my kiddos to school, so we're gonna get the day started. And I wanted to stream it all. So again, a couple of things to note as I'm trying to grow out my account is to be active, to give a like, to participate. So here we go. This is one of my co-founders, Insight. GM Web3, we've seen some dope chimps change hands over the past day. Huge appreciation for the creativity from Tempers when crafting the collection. Excuse me. Every trade designed to stand out. I'm excited to see each chimp getting in its own illustrated quiet version. Alrighty. Let's put a like. And this one is obviously my favorite because I'm a cherry chimp guy. Let me comment.
One.
Oops.
Exclamate capital H.
So how's your morning?
I-M-P.
Matter of fact, what's your morning routine? What day is it today? We're on the 6th, right? This is the first Tuesday of 2026. What is your morning routine, or what do you want your morning routine to be?
Cap O. N.
Like your daily actions.
H-E-R.
Alright, I think that's great, right? Boom. This one was fun. Let me put this up here because I'm gonna share it in the Tuesday spaces today. So again, the chimpers have sunsetted the loyalty points. These are points that we used to get daily for holding our chimps and not putting them on sale. And we've got a couple of sneaky peekies. Here's one that showcases, I'm not sure if this is a cherry chimp, but let's look at it closely. Name, rare, level 71. It looks like he's sending some fire kicks out there. We get our slogan, or I don't know what would you call it, but the chimp and rarities. Not sure what bracket this one stands at, but we've seen a couple bullish posts on the loyalty part of it, but here we have, I think, 3 sneak peeks already on the cards that we are going to receive soon. We gotta give a shout out to this legend over here. Stella is a beast. All right, so Stella versus my mutant at a gym. Who did it better? She's a beast, like straight up. Again,
capital
support.
Cap LF space.
Yeah, show support, man. Show support. Nap, honestly, a chimp legend. What does he say? GM Web3, happy first Chimpers Tuesday of 2026. Focused, work, calm execution, trust the process. The dojo way is built for long run. Today's feature is Blue Boo Boo. And this is the artist that did a derivative art for his chimp Gordon. I think this is the fun part about the art, right? Because you're able to like bring to life your chimper or your NFT asset, whichever one you choose, really. So we've seen examples of this, but here's a perfect example of how the chimpers innovate. I haven't seen anyone else do it. As a matter of fact, I can confidently say that the chimpers were the first ones to do it. Anyone that wants to prove me otherwise, please feel free. If you have the proof, go ahead. But this is a Genesis. This is a card from the Genesis glitch. Again, these cards are digital. They have their original sound. This one is art style by Timpers. So Odie, one of the hosts of Chimpers Tuesday, um, once said that when you're collecting these cards, you're collecting his art, and obviously it has to come from the set that he's made. But yeah, this is pretty good thing to point out. You're collecting the art style of Timpers. Again, original card product that is both digital, has original sound, then is redeemable for physical, but also comes with an AR experience. So I'm gonna shut up real quick and I'm gonna let you guys look at this while I drink coffee. So Puge Keys is one of Timpers and Insight's brothers, and this is Puge Keys. If you want to give him a follow at Puge Keys, and he does original sound. So let's see real quick what Sir Joey has to say. Chimpers cards, NFT digital, linked to physical twins with AR experience, designed and animated by Timpers with original music from Puge Keys. The Genesis Glitch set are generation collectible cards and will be seen as X copy level provenance in digital collectible cards. He always gets me hyped up, but yeah, I mean, that's why I collect the cards. There's a lot of really under the radar um, products that Chimpers has that are really, for the better lack of word, cheap right now. Like you can buy them for like $3, $4, like so much cards. Um, that I think that if you don't have the capital to get yourself a chimper, there's so many ways to come in and collect um, history from the chimpers character brand cards being one of them that are right there and not really um, appreciate it. And none of this is investing advice. This is just my theory. But if the brand executes and is able to become this humongous character brand, where all these early products are gonna be, you're gonna appreciate. This is a legend, Craig. Let me give him a happy Tuesday.
Kappa A.
Oops. Okay. I think also to note as um, you are building up excuse me, your account is to have something that's unique to you. Again, I usually put a salute face for like respect, and then obviously love because love is love. So respect and love. That's kind of like my little sig right there. I tend to use a lot of Giphies. This is on purpose because I am trying to support the Giphy initiative here, and you get to kind of spark up your message or your post or your reply, whatever you want to call it. Again, I don't know if this is all like blueprint strategy, but this the strategy that I'm taking. It's worked for me. It's gotten me, support, engagement, and whatnot. Tyler, GM, happy Tuesday. We are pushing even harder today, planning, onboarding, shipping. Chimpish, chimpish if you ask me. Sabbath, got to meet him in person on VCon. Hopefully we get a VCon soon. Man, Ryan is going hard. Happy Twarfer Tuesday. Double the vibes, double the fun. Indeed. Indeed. Again, the more you are liking, the more you're posting, the more your PFP, your profile picture, is appearing in these legends accounts. And I think over time that's gonna benefit you as you're growing up because you'll be like, oh well, this guy is always active. This guy's always showing love, you know. Don Ted. And before I continue to go on, let's post. What you got planned for today? What you got planned for today? What are the vibes today? How's your 2026 so far? Happy Chimpers Tuesday. GM, first Tuesday. Oh. 2026. First Chimpers Tuesday of 2026. GM, everyone. Let's put that. GM, everyone. Oh, I don't like how it looks. Okay. Let's go to pictures real quick. That cool little animation with AI that Rafa did for me. I found it pretty neat. I'm sure you might have seen it somewhere, but take a look. It's pretty dope.
Welcome to another great episode on Tuesday.
Couldn't ask for better company and conversation.
Welcome to another great episode on Tuesday.
Couldn't ask for better company and conversation.
So I'm gonna use that one for when I repost the Chimpers Tuesday. Okay. Actually, yeah, right? Because we're doing the Cherry Shrimp Chronicles. Let's do it. Cherry Shrimp Chronicles. First Chimpers Tuesday of 2026. GM everyone. Hope your day.
First Chimpers Tuesdays of
Oops. Oh, I gotta take that out. Hope you're productive. Hope your day's productive. Let's get it. And remember I talked to you about signature. This is another signature of mine. And the little, you know, the little that. Let's post. Stay active, and let's take a look at what Gary V got to say, man. Yo, talking about Gary V, I gotta let you guys know some stuff, man. My man he single-handedly brought the vibes. This Sunday was crazy. All right, let's take a listen.
If you have a 6-year-old right now, and your 6-year-old just played a game of basketball, and he or she came off the court, and they're crying, and you said, honey, stop crying, it's just a game, you're a fucking asshole. And let me tell you why you're a fucking asshole. You got lucky that you have a child who was gifted with the DNA to care. And you are starting the process of teaching them indifference. And if you know what indifference leads to, You're gonna get very serious with me here, friends. Sixth place trophies has destroyed our society. Winning and losing is real. It's called life. But here's the secret. Losing is good. So we demonized losing. We told our kids it doesn't matter. We told our kids, you're gonna get a trophy too. We told them it doesn't matter. It made them scared of losing. So what the fuck do you think happens when they become 22 and go out to the real, actual world? If you have a
Any thoughts on that? Comment below. Like having a competitive nature gives you that advantage. You feel it. There's a passion for what you're doing. I love that. In my opinion, Chimpers take over 2026. I think I can do. Let's put real quick. Facts. Let's put 100. Yeah, man. Gary Vee was active. He brought in those early, especially when I was coming in, those early vibes, you know, of excitement, of support. He bought some Good Vibes clubs and some Quirkies, right? So when I woke up, I saw that. I'm like, dang, man, we gotta get Gary to get some chimpers, bro. Like, yeah, man, we gotta get Gary to get some chimpers. And so I looked through his account. What am I doing? Oh, I looked through his account. I'm like, check this one out. This one is a sleeper. 8 people times V friends. Shoot me gift code. Pretty gnarly. Look at that. And they're only, well, I'm not saying only like it's nothing, but at 853 for people, and there's only 1,110. Not financial advice, but I think this one's still at a discount. Where are we going? Where am I going with this? Right. Let's go here real quick. I think there's a lot of activity in Good Vibes right now. Let's see where Good Vibes is at. Again, check mark is important. The volume, so that's how much? 11.6K ETH. Bonkers. All right, so yeah, you had a lot of activity, and I'm like, yo, it got me thinking, like, yo, let me check his wallet. And the good thing about this too, guys, is that this is on the blockchain. Everything is recorded and you can see it. So it's just sort of a matter about like being active and looking for it. But I'm not sure how the saying goes, but when it comes to like investment, like you see how other people invest and maybe you get ideas. This is not a thing to copy and paste. This is more just to see the projects that Gary's picking up and already has. I'm trying to look for it. Where is it at? So Gary has his wallet called Gennady, and he picked up some Good Vibes Club. So he got just the whole Web3 crypto Twitter buzzing, active. Oh, here we go. And he picked up some gems. So this is his wallet. Look at that value. $1.1 million. That's crazy. And he has it mostly on NFTs and 4% in token. I wonder what tokens. What token you have, bro? Alright, so you get to see he has, dang, he has 14 Ethereum, MF First Coins, Bodo, Magic. These are probably Wool. These probably airdropped to him or sent to him. So here on the side, you can check all the collections he has. This is the V Friends. He has 234. else. Look at this. The ambitious angel lava, common, sense cow, hollow, sensitive, centipede, gold, enamored, emu, hollow. Right here. This is what he picked up when I noticed. Look at that gold YB with the eye patch, the gold armor, hits hard. For those that don't know, I love to play pool. And then you got these other vibes that are vibing. But I saw this, right? And at first, it was just this little guy over here. I'm like, yo, Gary owns a cherry chimp. I start posting. I go on X. And I'm like, I gotta post this. People gotta know about this. I don't know if people know about this. Like, what's the vibe here? And so I put Happy Tuesday Legends. Just realized Gary is a Chimpers holder. Welcome to the Dojo Legend. Boom. That started an activity too. And lo and behold, like the Chimpers got themselves a moral monkey. And I was somebody that's been wanting to have like a collab because the Be Friends world has so many primates in there that will make such great companions and friends with Chimpy. But Master Chimpo puts a chimpification in honor of Gary V. This is a chimpified Gary V. Got the very lucky black cat, the VC, the Vayner Media. Yeah, it's Vayner Media, right? Right, he says, honored of Gary and a new friend for our mascot Chimpy, the Moral Monkey. We are proud to collect our first V Friend Series 2. Watching Gary rally the space, continue to push NFTs forward has been incredibly inspiring. Stronger together. Bro, he got on Discord. He was like active. Yo, it was such a vibe. I didn't even want to go to work. I'm like, yo, I want to just stay here glued to the computer. But yeah, life is life and right, so we got to go to work. But that was so crazy to see. And then moments later, he picked up the other two chimpers, nice chimpolutions over here. So I mean, it was a great moment. That Sunday was super active, super active. But yeah. So we have the community spaces later on, 5 p.m. for those that want to tune in. Most likely gonna stream it. If yeah, I'm most likely gonna stream it. So let's see what's the activity real quick here. On the road to look at that, Stella. Let's go, Stella. And we got Zoops, a legendary cherry chimp. GM, happy Tuesday, Franklin. GM and happy Tuesday, legends. Yo, anybody out there that has social media knowledge should check out Gary's post. There's spots available right now to apply for being part of Vayner Media, Gary V team, or the Gary V team. I'm applying for it. Okay. Not here. Nice, and check it out. Gary V is hiring in 2026, wants to be a part of the team. Please fill out the form to express your interest in joining Team Gary for one or more of the following positions. You got a shredder, so he shoots and then edits, right? Podcast producer, all the technical stuff with audio, recording, YouTube strategist, video editor, like posting, I guess, and then creator, short form video or design. Remote okay. I gotta finish that. I'll finish that in my time. What happened? What? Where are we? Okay. Here we go. I like this one. This is inspiring. You aren't a small account. You're just an early one. You have less than 1,000 followers. Good. Have fun. Be genuine. Make friends. This account will be posting bangers every day for you to steal or edit or save in drafts because we win when we're all base pointing base base posting together. Had the great honor to meet Dash and Decon. That guy is such a great person, such energy. It's been great to follow. So yeah, give my man Dash um, a follow Tuesday. Yeah, I was thinking a lot about the Venezuela and the gasoline, and I'm like, yo, is that gonna be an accelerator for the economy? I mean, they also started saying that they had an undisclosed amount of Bitcoin. Like, are we potentially looking at um, the payment of our debt, reducing the total debt that the U.S. has? And is that gonna affect the economy somehow? I don't know. I just feel something like that's gonna benefit the economy in a way. Obviously, it's just getting priced in USD. What this says, Guru Justin, President Trump says U.S. markets just hit another all-time high. All of them. So what does that even mean? There we go. We were talking about routines. Here we go. Routine to drop 20 to 30 pounds on autopilot. No snacking. So no bread. Lift 2 to 3 times a week. Protein forward breakfast. Dinner 3 to 5. This one is important. Walking every day. Drink water upon waking in between meals. Do this consistently and lose fat. It becomes inevitable. Let's save that. How to make NFTs big again. Go and buy one. Most are priced of a Starbucks. If everyone did this, we'll be back. No good wanting NFTs back if none of you are buying. Oh, we gotta see this together. Let me see. So real quick, woke up to chimpers trending again on X. Expect we'll see a lot more of this through 2026 rollout through products, activations. Oh yeah, let's go. That on. Do you feel excitement coming back? NFT discourse feel very different from the last 2 years. I'm telling you, the bottom is in. It's fun again being part of an NFT community. Sales above the floor are coming back. No one is ready for what's about to happen. I'm telling you, when I see these posts, how can I not be bullish, bro? How can I not be bullish? Let's see what my man Jaden got to say.
The 4-year cycle and trying to trade around 250 billion added just in 2026. This was, to me, completely obvious because the macro backdrop of financial conditions is much more positive. People were playing the 4-year cycle and trying to trade around it and do these clever things because they thought there was this 4-year cycle that people play to, but everything's driven by business conditions, interest rates coming down, the dollar dropping, oil dropping. All of these things that people think are a little bit airy-fairy and don't really matter are actually the thing. They are the thing that and as soon as you come away from that sort of investing framework and you listen to headlines about the cycle's over and all this sort of stuff, you get yourself in trouble. Now the thing is, what people are going to do is they're going to get back into risk assets. They're going to chase the train out the station, and you may catch the market wrong and it draws down. So You need to get into the right assets, but also you need a selling framework. If you want more of this, just give me a follow, or actually just comment stack. Comment stack and I'll send you something.
Definitely suggest you subscribe to my man Substack. Very knowledgeable. Grooves, damn, this says going to be sick. You have adopted the chibi style so well. He's probably talking about the card. Let's see. Let's get my man a Tuesday.
Age.
Oops. Happy Tuesday. There we go. And keep going, scrolling down. Oh, what happened? Yeah, there was a couple of sales over here. It was swept 2.5. Got some fire chips. Still see Mr. Beast with anime and Luffy, so I'm just saying character brands. Ooh, this was a fun one. We've begun building the collector dojo, a place where your chimper's journey, digital, physical, past, and future, is recorded and rewarded. Recorded and rewarded. Remember what I said about early adopters, about like these brands not knowing who their loyal followers are? This is why this is innovative. This is why the blockchain is so important. You're able to get rewarded in a certain way for your participation over time. But here's a kicker. This is Master Chimpo. This was from Against All Odds, Final Bosu card set. And we see some familiar chips featured. We have Odie. We have Craig. We have Julian Batal. Oh, dude, I forgot who these two are. I'm sorry. But if you notice, this cherry chimp here is made. So this one really got me excited. I think these are like little activations that don't have necessarily like money value, but sentimental value. Like this one was like, I was over the moon when I was featured in this card set. Over the moon. Give a light to a legend. What do we see here? There were 100 diamond fleece, 98 were used to reveal a Genesis. The other two have been dormant for many years. One of them is now listed for sale, and it's Chimpers Tuesday. Yep, I remember talking about this on the stream. I'm glad that they posted about it. Let's put that there. Here we go. Justin, 1.3 trillion. Morgan Stanley files for spot Bitcoin ETF. Bullish shines, bro. Bullish shines. Matter of fact, where's Bitcoin right now? Let's look at Bitcoin. Yeah, we can do it here. Let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin price. Bitcoin price. Moving up. I remember jumping into it 5 days ago. About a week ago. What was it a week ago? Like 86? So I moved up. Where's Ethereum? Oops. Ethereum price in USD. Okay. Mutants on the move. Yeah, mutants have gone up a little bit. I jumped in at 9, but still, this one I still feel like they're relatively cheap for joining the best club, right? The best club in NFT space. Oh, that's a fire Mewtwo. is cool. Philly, is this yours? So pretty much I'm scrolling through the timeline. I'm seeing what catches my eye, but I'm trying to, to be to participate. Finally, the best club. Oh, give him a follow. Bro, shout outs to Shady. Let's go. Sweeps. My man going hard. Let's go, Kowalski. Oh, wow. 22 years ago. That's crazy. I love this game. Why am I in the for you? I gotta be here. What the? That's crazy. I've been on the for you for this whole time. Oh, okay. I guess that's it for that. Watching, you're live on YouTube. Wow, let's go, Zeus. Appreciate you, bro. Much love. Much love, brother. Thank you. Much love, brother. Thank you so much for showing love, man. You're a legend. I appreciate that. Yep. You guys can check me up on YouTube one step at a time. Document the whole process. There's a lot of cringy videos over there, but I would not change it for the world. It's documenting the process. Um, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, documenting the process. Back to what Dashhound said, post, be genuine about it, don't fake something, and I think it's just gonna come natural. So there we have it. It is what it is. Um, let's go to the bookmarks real quick. Yo, did you guys watch WWE yesterday, man? That shit was bonkers. Um, Braun Breaker's a beast. Braun Breaker's a beast. That's all I gotta say. And then we got Rio. Yeah, Rio. How would you call that? Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Shout out to them. My girls were going crazy when they won. Okay. Oh, let's look at this one. I like this one. Woke up to Clay Nose next to Bluey. BBC in an industry newsletter. Bring it 2026. All right, let's see what they got to say. The creator mindset. Jasmine Dawn from BBC Studios reveals that even with a relatively traditional inception, Bluey adopted creator first thinking from early. As she explains, BBC Studios asks how a creator act would be would and create to find space within the kids' landscape with the IP from day one. The Disney partnership had proved crucial with both the BBC Studios, Bluey Channel, and Disney Junior's channel, creating a dual presence that leveraged Disney's established audience while maintaining creator authenticity with the IP. There's a lot there. There is a lot there. But again, cross pollination, that you're able to be in other people's platform, that is something that, again, I feel like Chimpers is doing very well with doing their partnerships of last year, doing it with, what is it, Love Quack? They did it with Mulang. They did it with Designer Con. Yeah, it was 2025 was a year of collaborations and really being on other audiences, platforms. I think what was said here highlights the importance of that. A similar mindset was clear from Nick Cabana and Claynosaurus. Their deal with Media One demonstrates this. There will be 39 7-minute episodes. So again, 7-minute episodes, I think they're really, really like that nice Goldilocks zone where it's not over the top long. And nowadays our attention span is like 2 seconds and then we're somewhere else. But I feel like this is a nice little Goldilocks zone. 7 minutes is not bad. So 7-minute episodes launching on YouTube first while being packed for eventually streaming. Again, the importance of these user-generated content. We've covered that in the Cherry Chim Chronicles streams. That people are living on their phones, and by default they're living on these social media platforms where they're consuming most of their media through that, and why is important, and the importance of having a large audience on these platforms is not undervalued, I believe. And yeah, where we at with this? So this inverts traditional studio logic and starts with automized content, early fan inclusion, and meeting audience where they are. The audience is on these platforms. The critical distinction is that broadcast thinking treats content as one way distribution. Creators recognize that the platform require participatory relationship. As Andy pointed out, approaching YouTube with a broadcast mindset is like walking into a room, speaking 5 minutes, leaving for 2 weeks, then wondering why nobody's there. Claynosaurus also illustrated the long road of creator led development, starting as a fan powered brand through NFTs. Their dinosaur based IP built community investment before traditional development. Cabana's, uh, Cabana's assessment is that there is more complicated and hard work than realized. Okay, a nice little read for those that believe in the IP, um, and their approach, of like building a strong community, them making um, video content. Joe Rogan. Oh, let's look at this, right? We're one step at a time. We got to look at this.
Working for somebody, you should stop your need. You need to do something with your life and make it more interesting. You need to be involved in something that you actually like doing. You only have one fucking life. You gotta waste your life working for somebody. You should stop your need for accumulating objects and stop your need for, a big car and a big house, and find out something that you actually love to do and figure out a way to do it for a living. Whether it's stand-up comedy or fucking music or writing a book, whatever it is, that's what's gonna make you happy.
Wise words. I'm probably living under a rock, but SEC chairman, let's see what he says.
Can happen before the end of the year?
Well, we'll see. We're working with Congress and we're providing what we call technical assistance to them regarding legislation to make sure that they're staying on what makes sense and that meshes with other laws and whatnot. And we'll see. I can't prognosticate that, but we have enough authority to drive forward. I'm looking forward to having an innovation exemption that we've been talking about now We'll be able to get that out in a month or so is what I'm hoping. We were impeded a bit by the government shutdown. Obviously, we couldn't work on things during that time, but we're on track, and we will be able to forge forward with the crypto area and make sure that we are able to embrace this new area of innovation that for too long the United States basically is just pushed back against.
And you
Yep. Crypto adoption, mainstream. There's gonna be more videos that I bookmarked, and I'll let you guys know that. But we really gotta be open-minded. We really have to adapt to situations. This is why I feel that it's to your benefit to be aware of what's going on and participating. You don't necessarily have to buy the things, but know what they are. And then, over time, you will realize if it's a good place to park your money at or not. But I mean, we've highlighted many, especially on my accounts. I've highlighted many times where laws, strategies from already like institutional giants, like crypto's here to stay. Let's take a look at what our sitting president has to say.
Fortunately, in recent years, the U.S. government has foolishly sold tens of thousands of additional Bitcoin that were worth billions and billions of dollars had they not sold them, but they did sell them, mostly during the Biden administration. Not a good thing to have done. From this day on, America will follow the rule that every Bitcoin knows very well: never sell your Bitcoin. That's a little phrase that they have. I don't know if that's right or not. Who the...
You heard it. Don't sell your Bitcoin. Hodl. Let's see what happens here.
New Year's Eve on the ball drop, and the CEO of a $70 billion company is on the phone with me for 2 hours asking me about on-chain coins. That says something. That's crazy. Seriously, it's fucking New Year's Eve, bro. He's on the phone with me for 2 hours. It's midnight. I'm watching the ball drop, and he's asking me questions about on-chain. That is impressive, man. I mean, that is like, okay, they're fucking serious about this. Yeah, they're serious about this.
Also got to take a picture with the homie and a VCon. I got to take a look at that video, see what they say. This one's a good one. Again, I follow Coach Dan Go. I don't know where I heard it from, but if you follow me, then follow the people that I follow, because that's where I get my knowledge, my inspiration from. But here you go. This account says, genuinely, how do you fix depression? Dango asks, are you depressed, or are you just sitting indoors all day, not exercising, sleeping horribly, eating hyper-processed food, getting 4,000 steps a day, not working on anything important to you? I think those are really like you sit down and look at yourself in the mirror type questions, Most of our problems are self-induced, and I've escaped that victim mindset a while back, and you just have to really realize who is at fault, who is at fault, but most importantly, who's in control of your life, yourself. And if you don't got nothing going on, then go fucking find it. I like how that plays, right? Because we listened to the Joe Rogan video. Find something you love to do and fucking do it. Do it to the best of your ability, and maybe there's ways to make money out of it. I don't know, man, but the fact that so many people seem lost, and we're in that like age of depression and all that. I don't know what to tell you, but here's just some antidote to that. Eat better. Fucking exercise. Go to sleep. Well, walk. I'm telling you, walking is like medicine, bro. It's like a cheat code to life. Leave your fucking phone and go walk. Get on your shit, man. Get on your shit. I'm on one tonight. I mean, today. I'm on one today. So I found this very important too. What was it, maybe like a day or two after New Year's? Inside reached out to me. Said they were doubling down on community, hence the name of the title of the Tuesday space. Um, and he posted this, and I really want to like, what does it mean? How they're gonna approach it? But it's just again a real good um, sign when the leaders of the brand that you're holding reach out to you, but more importantly, make it known that they're going to take care of your community members. Alongside with growing Chimper's brand far and wide, we're starting 2026 with a clear focus. How do we go all in on community building? Threads, community spotlights, creators, spaces, giveaways, Timper streams, new activations, onboarding, raids, it all coming back. Chimpers has always been community first, but we know we can do more, and we will. Very chimpish. Very chimpish. Oh no, what I do? Go back to bookmarks. I don't know where we are talking about. Where we at in the stream? I don't want to make this one too long. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. Let's see where we at the stream. 9 views. Not sure if that's current views. I gotta figure that out. But for everyone that tuned in, gave it a like, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in, taking a bit of your time to follow my journey for One Step at a Time family on YouTube as well. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Hopefully, you got some kind of value from this stream. This is just a human being on the process of learning, getting better, and I'm sharing it with everyone here. So, again, hopefully, it provides value because that is the goal here, the Cherry Chimp Chronicles, to take you on this journey of learning, growth, and hopefully, what is it? Prosperity. Hopefully I accomplish the dreams that I want to do. But it's one thing to hope and pray, it's another thing to actually do the work, and that is why I am here. So, yes, please do the work. Your dreams are not going to be handed to you. You got to make sure you are actively making it possible for your dreams to come to you. So, I guess we can start winding it down a little bit here. This is a post that I made yesterday, and I think it's really kind of brings my thesis of NFTs and the characters that I'm collecting in the team to like one little simple post, because the thesis is not really complicated. We find quality art. This is pixel art by Timpers. This is a doodle from Gary Vaynerchuk. This is a vibe from an award-winning media house. This is quality anime. Forgive me for not knowing the artist, but from the Azuki brand. And I bring it down to this. Unique characters, they stand out, and a leadership that executes at a high level, and an engaged and supportive community. I think through the streams, as you see me going down the timeline and actively liking, commenting, how much of the notifications I get, the participation, you know. We got Zoops, you know, shout outs to him. We had like so many people reply back, give a like. That's what I mean about engaged community and supportive. They're out there posting. That's really hard to cultivate. It has to be real. It has to be genuine. It has to be organic. So the highest grossing media franchises of all time are all character brands. And this is in the billions. Not every NFT project can become a character brand, but these four right here are capable and well positioned to take market share. That is Chimpers. That is V-Friends. That is Good Vibes Club. And that is Azuki. Why doesn't it come out? Azuki. Not financial advice. Do your own research. And that's the thing. There you go. There you go. There you go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. So I'll read one more post from Cody Sanchez, and I think we'll put a little bow tie on this morning stream. But this is the quick chart that we've seen. 250 million. Is that trillion? Trillion? Yeah, right. 100,000. 100 billion, and then trillion. I'm bugging. This is what. Let's look at this real quick.
On sentiment. So even the promise that perhaps so there is a second order crypto effect here where since for going back a decade now, my reporting was back in 2017, because of spiraling inflation of the Bolivar, a lot of people had turned to cryptocurrencies, mining Ethereum and Bitcoin in their homes in order to just have a stable source of cash. But the other side of this is the fact that there are multiple reports that the government itself has been looking to evade sanctions by doing sales of oil in Tether, which they then move into Bitcoin. And so much of this market moves on sentiment. So even the promise that perhaps the U.S. government, when they came in, might seize these assets, hold on to it, that's a bull case for Bitcoin if you have a stockpile such as that that isn't being liquidated.
All right, very interesting stuff. Very quickly, because we got to go. Is it a tailwind for just Bitcoin or also Ethereum, Solana, and some of these other coins?
It's a rising tide lifts all ships. In fact, XRP has had outsized performance. And when you see one altcoin do particularly well, it really is one of these signs of a risk-on environment.
All right, Mackenzie Sagalas, great to see you as always. Thank you very much.
So there's that. I think I can end it in this. Let's watch what happened 2025 for Chimpers. Yeah.
TikTok and Instagram. And 2025 was the year of the chimp. Here's everything that happened. We started the year with 1 million followers across Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and ended with 3.65 million. TikTok crossing 1 billion views. The video going the most viral on TikTok was this, with 94 million views. And this getting 45 million views on Instagram. All this success led Chimpers to some amazing collabs. Kung Fu Tea, Meat Quack, Malang, and recently Fugglers. Our campaign with DesignerCon was the most viewed on their page. With an IRL activation there, you could tap to redeem this card. We were also at the Toy Fair, Comic-Con, and Licensing Expo. Our Telegram community growth was wild, with the sticker packs selling out and going for multiples above mint. We did a collab drop with Doritos and that pack going crazy as well. We had so many great card drops across Base, Ape Chain, and Abstract. The final Bosu collection had so many people ripping packs.
We got, whoa! We got Grail!
We will next, come on. Hey, Legendary!
We got the Grail! We got!
And the recent Ape Chain Pack Rise of the Hybrids had the leaderboard heating up. Thousands of dollars worth of NFTs and tokens were given out across all drops and even arcade machines. Physical cards were sent out.
The final Bosu boss.
And some of them graded and slabbed up. The Creator Academy thrived, with chimpish content flooding the timeline. Holders received airdrops. Our Minecraft server went live. We entered the Gigaverse, had nifty island competitions, and Chimpy ventured into the other side with his custom avatar that's playable now. And minters of Rise of the Hybrids getting these playable avatars airdropped. Our Blind Box Series 1 sold out fast, and this Chimpy Fuggler getting an insane reaction online. Chimp has made a splash with traditional media, featuring in Decrypt, Licensing Biz, Brands Untapped, Toy Book, and the French National News.
Première vidéo interactive avec Chimper, la nouvelle star de TikTok.
Prominent accounts also supported Chimpy: Career Design, Procreate, Michael Barrymore. We had Gaga say this.
You gotta pick one NFT company to buy right now. PFPIP.
I don't know. The boys Chimpers.
And the stamp of approval from Gary V.
And somebody's going to buy a Pudgy Penguin or a Chimper or a Good Vibes Club in 2 years because right now they know nothing about NFTs, and I'm going to make them know about them.
The community was stronger than ever. Chimps showed up to NFT Paris, Ape Fest, and a bunch of smaller events as well. The Loyalty Marketplace gave away amazing prizes to holders: Pokemon slabs, Labubus, rugs, and chances to be immortalized on Giphy. On Giphy, we added over 500 million views this year, even trending on occasion. And one of the most exciting things to happen this year was the adoption of the Chimpers strategy token Chimpster, launched by TokenWorks, the team funneling revenue into buybacks to support the token, buy NFTs, and then give back to community through activations and events. This flywheel helping the Chimpers ecosystem. 2025 was a massive year for Chimpers, and 2026 is lining up to be even bigger. If you think so, drop the biggest and best chimp below.
Chimp, chimp. And there you have it. No one says it best than Nate, but that's a little small recap. And that was just a little bit of what was going on. A lot more happened. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking a bit of your morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are at. Don't know the time zones. Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate you showing some love, showing support. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you carry on with your day. I gotta do some cleaning, some organizing, and I gotta cook so I can have the food ready for the kiddos when they come out of school. With that being said, wherever you guys are at, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Stay safe. Love. Now we close down the stream and we start here. 1.